Welcome to Forget the Ladder, Reinvent Your Career, a podcast for women ready to accelerate their careers. I'm your host, Annette Garsteck, your career reinvention coach. Are you ready for a career shift or eager to enhance your professional skills? Ever faced a workplace challenge and wondered how to navigate it? Well, you're in the right spot. Join me as we explore effective strategies to tackle career obstacles and ensure you're getting the value you deserve. It's time to redefine success one step at a time. Let's get started. I'm so glad you showed up today to learn something new to help you grow your career. Welcome to Forget the Ladder, Reinvent Your Career. I'm your career reinvention coach, Annette Garsteck. This is the third episode in a series of 9 where I walk you through my Reinvent Your Career process. And today I'm excited to share tips that I normally save exclusively for my clients. Today we're talking about a wonderfully powerful tool that you can use at any point in your career, pivot, reinvention, accelerating it, or progressing and growing it. And that is LinkedIn. Let's talk about the power of LinkedIn. All right, here's an exercise I want you to do right now while you're listening or watching this. I want you to open a new browser tab and I want you to Google or search by your name, just your first and last name. Really easy. I'll give you a second here. Where was your LinkedIn profile ranked in your search? I would love to hear from you. Email me at podcast@AnnetteGarsteck.com and tell me where you showed up in your profile search. Was it your first, your second, your third, your fourth? Tell me if it was at least in the top 5 search results of your name. As you can see on the screen here, mine was the second result. And that's the power of LinkedIn. LinkedIn spends money so that you can be found when somebody conducts a browser search of your name. And that's just one of the ways in which you can be found. We'll talk about another one in just a few minutes. So what makes LinkedIn absolutely so powerful? They have over 1 billion users worldwide. 1 billion. It's a huge community. 210,000 plus of those users are in the US alone. What a great place to grow your network. Let's talk about the power of LinkedIn for job seekers. There's 65 million people using LinkedIn to search for jobs each and every week. And about every 6 seconds, somebody lands a job on LinkedIn. 95% of recruiters say they're on LinkedIn using it to help fill their roles. Amazing. Let's talk about 3 steps that you can take to harness the power of LinkedIn to benefit your profile. Today, I'm going to focus exclusively on your LinkedIn billboard, or what I call your LinkedIn billboard. Okay, so what exactly is that? All right, it is above the fold. I'm sure you've heard that term, right? It's a highly visual part of your profile, and it's the way that you really welcome people to your profile. It's their first impression of you based on your LinkedIn profile. It's also the place where you can maximize the opportunity that you can be found, not just by your name, like we were talking about before, but by different characteristics. I'll dive into that in a few minutes. So let's take some action today to make sure that your LinkedIn billboard is great. So what are we going to do? First, let's talk about the graphical elements of your billboard. And that's really twofold, right? That's your LinkedIn background banner. And then that's also your LinkedIn profile picture. So let's have some real talk about your LinkedIn profile picture, right? It has to be a picture of you, a picture of how you look in real life. I do not want to see a picture of you that is 25 years old. If I were to meet you on the street today, would I recognize you from your LinkedIn profile picture? If the answer is no, you have some work to do. I also don't want you using a cropped group photo. And you've seen these on LinkedIn before, right? Like somebody's head is over to the side, except there's somebody missing here. It looks like a great picture of them. And then there's this random hand on their shoulder. So weird. Don't do that. I also get a lot of questions about AI generated images. I kind of think these are hit and miss. Now, I invested a whole $17, I think this was last year, and getting some AI generated photos. I uploaded, I think it was 15 to 20 of my actual pictures of me in real life. and it spit out, I think, 100 images. Oh my gosh. It was weird, right? Weird is the best word that I can use to describe it. It's weird because it was like a version of me, but not really me. The eyes were glassy. Sometimes the eyes in the images were looking different ways, and that was strange. Some of the images had partial jewelry, like half a necklace. I'll put that one on the screen for you to see. And yet I've really seen some good AI generated photos out on LinkedIn. I've seen some great ones on Instagram. So if you're curious about it, go ahead and play around with it. What I recommend that you do is then you really watch and see, really inspect the final product very carefully. If you want to see some more of my weird AI photos, click on the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you're watching on video. If you're listening on a podcast platform, I'll go ahead and include the link in the description box of this episode. To get the best results, book a session with a lifestyle photographer. I know it's an investment, but it's completely worth it. They will really help you capture the best version of yourself for your LinkedIn profile, really for any of your social media profiles. Let's take a quick break. I'll be back in 45 seconds. Is your current role that you've been in for over a decade making you feel stuck, like waiting on a dial-up connection to send an email, leaving you questioning why you didn't switch providers sooner? It's me, Annette Garsteck, your Career Reinvention Coach. If you're ready for a career transformation, you've arrived at the right destination. I'm here with Reinvent Your Career. Instead of being stuck, you will launch a strategic and focused career makeover aligned with your values and land a role that acknowledges your strengths. Head over to AnnetteGarsteck.com and book your free strategy call. Your dream job is waiting for you to take the first step. Welcome back to Forget the Ladder, Reinvent Your Career. Let's continue discussing your LinkedIn profile and how to maximize it as a tool to accelerate your career. If you want to DIY a headshot, here are my best tips for you. Style your hair as you normally would for work. Wear your everyday makeup, wear your normal accessories. You might want to add a jacket to look a little more formal. Make sure there's natural light or enough good light in front of your face. You want to smile. You want the camera lens to be right in between your eyebrows to get the best result, the best angle. You want to tilt or angle the camera towards your face, kind of like this. Shoot from your shoulders up, most flattering angle again. And then you want to take a lot of options so that you have a lot of choices to select from. And then, of course, get your friends and family's opinion on which images look best that you should post. Now let's tackle your LinkedIn background banner. Please promise me that you won't leave it blank. These weird, like blue boxy images are just, I don't like them at all. It looks unfinished. It looks, frankly, unprofessional. So you should put something there, even if it's a landscape or a cityscape. Or you can also use like a graphical kind of image, or you could even just use a solid colored background because that's better than just leaving the default background up there. You could also use an image from your company's website. The technical specs for this image are 1584 by 396 pixels. I use Canva to create these images. You don't need Canva Pro or the upgraded version to do this. The second part of your LinkedIn billboard is the contact information. What's the point of having your LinkedIn profile be this attraction magnet if nobody can reach you once they get there? Here's 3 tips that I have for you. First of all is make sure that you can receive messages on LinkedIn. Did you not even know that you can control that? You absolutely can. So here's what I want you to do. From your settings, select data privacy, who can reach you, messages, and then turn on message requests and in-mail messages. Next, have an email address on file. Set up a separate email address for your job search, for your LinkedIn profile, and that way you can sequester those messages in a separate email box. Just a phone number. Oh my gosh, this is so important. Some recruiters still like to use the phone to reach possible candidates. So If you don't want to include your personal mobile phone number, then please go ahead and set up a Google Voice number. It's really easy. You can tie it to your email address, and there's even settings that you can use so that you know when an incoming call is coming from your Google Voice number. I love this feature. It makes it very easy. Make sure that you know who's calling you in for what purpose, and that way you can screen the calls. Or also, if you're in a place where you can't get interrupted, you know that there's going to be a message there and you can go handle it. A Google Voice number really puts you in control of your job search. I have a video resource available to help you set up a Google Voice number and make sure that the settings are set up so that you know that's an incoming call from your Google Voice number. And if you need that, go ahead and click on the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you're watching this in video format. If you're listening to this episode on a podcast platform, then check the description box to catch that tutorial. Let's talk about this final piece of your LinkedIn billboard, and that is your headline. Oh my gosh, headline has so much controversy attached to it. Lots of people think it has to be set up a certain way. You are totally in control about how this piece of your billboard looks. Now, your headline might be easy to gloss over because you think you don't have control over it, right? LinkedIn automatically populates this with your current job title at your current company. And many people don't know that it can be edited. It can. And this field is highly, highly searchable. So you can optimize your chances of being found by the key phrases and words you include here. Technically speaking, you have 220 characters to load into this area. I recommend you use title case. It looks proper. And I've tried a few formulas over the years to help my corporate America clients succeed. And here's what I found works best. So use title and your current place of employment with a vertical bar, and then some sort of credibility that shows that you know how to do the things that you claim you know how to do. And then another vertical bar, include key skills and key outcomes that you deliver. And then another vertical bar and something different about you. So you can go to my LinkedIn profile and you can see what it looks like right now. And if I were to reimagine it using this formula, maybe I'd have something like this: founder at Annette Garsteck Career Consulting, senior professional career coach, former Fortune 50 hiring manager, empowering women to reinvent their careers, caffeine-fueled dog mom. If I were doing this for a client that is a project manager, maybe I'd have her name: Lindsay Gold at Fortune 50 company, vertical bar, certified project management professional, in parentheses PMP, vertical bar, delivering project milestones on time and under budget, vertical bar, stakeholder management, vertical bar, avid reader. You can also add your specialty or methodology that you use. Maybe you're trained in the agile method. Perhaps you're a project manager that uses lean methods, Six Sigma methods. Something like that would be a great addition to this area, as long as it fits within the character length. Are you ready to fix your LinkedIn billboard? If you want to look deeper into your LinkedIn account overall, I have a special gift for you. I'm really excited to bring you my Leveraging LinkedIn checklist as a way for you to hit on all the important aspects of your LinkedIn profile and optimize it for your professional career. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of you for taking a step forward in your career. Today, we've covered how to level up your LinkedIn profile by focusing on your billboard. We've covered how to upgrade the graphical look and feel of your profile. Be sure you can be reached and contacted, and that amazing search engine optimization headline. So join me in the next episode where I will be discussing how you can simplify your job search. See you then. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Forget the Ladder, Reinvent Your Career. I'm Annette Garsteck, and it's been a pleasure guiding you through the ins and outs of career reinvention. Remember, every challenge is a stepping stone to your success. Keep investing in your growth and never settle for less than your worth. Stay tuned for more insights in my next episode. Until then, keep taking action towards success and redefining your career path.